declaration of release. I am not the victim of the world I see. Let this be my declaration of release. Dear Divine Ones, welcome back to Miracle Mantras. I'm Kiran Jotkaur, and I'll be reading today's lesson for you, singing the mantra with you again, and adding a commentary. This is lesson number 31. I am not the victim of the world I see. Today's idea is the introduction to your declaration of release. Again, the idea should be applied to both the world you see without and the world you see within. In applying the idea, we will use a form of practice which will be used more and more, with changes as indicated. Generally speaking, the form includes two aspects: one in which you apply the idea on a more sustained basis, and the other consisting of frequent applications of the idea throughout the day. 2 longer periods of practice with the idea for today are needed, one in the morning and one at night. 3 to 5 minutes for each of these are recommended. During that time, look about you slowly while repeating the idea 2 or 3 times. I am not the victim of the world I see. Then close your eyes and apply the same idea to your inner world. You will escape from both together, for the inner is the cause of the outer. As you survey your inner world, merely let whatever thoughts cross your mind come into your awareness, each to be considered for a moment and then replaced by the next. Try not to establish any kind of hierarchy among them. Watch them come and go as dispassionately as possible. Do not dwell on any one in particular, but try to let the stream move on evenly and calmly without any special investment on your part. As you sit and quietly watch your thoughts, repeat today's idea to yourself as often as you care to, but with no sense of hurry. In addition, repeat the idea for today as often as possible during the day. Remind yourself that you are making a declaration of independence in the name of your own freedom, and in your freedom lies the freedom of the world. The idea for today is also a particularly useful one to use as a response to any form of temptation that may arise. It is a declaration that you will not yield to it and put yourself in bondage. I am not the victim of the world I see. I am not the victim of the world I see. Let this be my declaration of each thought, and then say to myself the lesson for the day. I find that to be more helpful. Otherwise, my mind can be quite busy, and I don't really go deep with each thought. I really tend to gloss over. So you might want to try that. Right in the end of this lesson, it says to declare your independence and to use this whenever the temptation arises, right? The temptation here is to believe that we are the victim of whatever situation is happening. That's the temptation, because the ego, again, is at its game of convincing us that we're the victim, even if it's of ourselves. But we're always the victim of everything. It was quite striking to me, having spent so many years living outside of the US and coming home here, and just noticing the fragility of the ego and the way that people speak to each other, including myself, because it's almost like the air we breathe, but there's this kind of ongoing victimization conversation, or it's almost a contest of who has it harder, who has a more stressful life, whose boss is worst, whose mother-in-law or father or whatever. It doesn't matter who the victimizer is, as long as we're the victim, right? But there's this kind of energy of wanting to outdo the other in our victimization. Somehow we'll win a prize. Is that the thinking here? The prize of the ego to stay separated. But just think about it as you practice this. I did mine writing, and it's very, very sneaky, because the ego likes to use everything and anything. So I found today is a cold day, I have to build a fire. That made me feel like a victim of the situation. It's really funny if you start to look at how the mind is actually speaking. But we have to be aware of these thoughts and the energy that we're creating here. Just like how we spoke before about when someone gives you an authentic smile, that shares the love. And when someone's in a bad mood and feeling victimized by the world, then they start sharing that. So again, if we think that we're put off because we have to build a fire, or we're put off because we have to pick up our children from school and we don't have enough time to do what we need to do, all these thoughts are contributing to our feeling of victimization, our feeling of separation, our feeling that things are just hard. And then we're in that level of vibration. But just like yesterday's lesson, we could see through. We can see through this disguise of victimization, through to the magnificent, beautiful, loved, eternal beings who have all the time in the world. Let's bring that. Let's share that. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow.